what is going to happen regarding the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania. There will be another match between Roman Reigns and Hiroshi Tanahashi. This time there must be a winner, as they will meet in a 2 out of 3 falls match. The winner will challenge Marty Scurll for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns wins, and a huge win picked up before his rematch with Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is not Monday Night Raw, but you know what, you can pretend like it is. It's close enough. We are in between Battleground and the road to WrestleMania, and of course we learned last week very interesting news regarding a rematch between Roman Reigns and Hiroshi Tanahashi. It will take place next week on Monday Night Raw. It will finally decide the #1 contender, the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns picked up a win last week in the main event of Raw. Now it is Hiroshi Tanahashi's turn to have a go. He'll be in action in this week's main event, one-on-one against the man who unsuccessfully challenged for the World Heavyweight Championship at Battleground in Hirooki, Goto. Plenty to play for here tonight for Tanahashi. Plenty for him to try and get prepared for, I guess you could say, in terms of that main event match next week. 2 out of 3 falls against Roman Reigns. All to play for. It's going to be a huge one tonight and next week. Cannot wait to see the Ace in action. But before we get into any of that, it's time for our last King of the Ring qualifier for Monday Night Raw. I don't think they care about this tournament. And I say that because this matchup is between Christian and Curtis Axel. Two guys who probably have more losses between them than the amount of times I've said hello and welcome to Universe Mode. I'm just saying. It seems a little bit, you know, flaky that these two guys will be in the tournament. Apparently this is something to do with Christian, though. For the most part, Christian has said that he wants to try and have one last run at Glory. He wants to try and have one last run towards a title as his career whittles down. And he thinks the way to do that is with a victory here in the King of the Ring tournament. We, of course, know that Chad Gable is going for Monday Night Raw. And I will say, I think Gable is actually a decent pick. I think Gable could surprise a lot of us. We're going to be seeing Gable in action later on this evening. But this one, not so much. I mean, you know, ECW, we've got Mustafa Ali. We'll probably have the next King of the Ring qualifier either this week or the next. SmackDown Live, of course, once they're done with their pay-per-view this Sunday. I know we've just come off of Guilty as Charged, and now we're already going right into Extreme Rules, but that's the way things are going around here. That's the way things are getting amped up heading into WrestleMania season. But what was I going to say? Yeah, once they're done with that, I would imagine there's going to be something regarding the King of the Ring there. And probably on the SmackDown roster, I mean, you look at that roster and you think, yeah, there's a lot of guys on there who could go to King of the Ring, who maybe aren't in as much favor as they used to be. Look at guys like Ricochet, maybe. King of the Ring tournament could definitely help him out, and he would be a strong pick in it as well, I would say. But it just goes to show that maybe Raw's care is elsewhere right now. Not too sure, but that's just the way I would go with it. Anyway, Christian right now with some lovely uppercuts in this match so far. The former United States champion, not wasting any time, looking to try and close things out. There's a reverse DDT. Christian going to go up to the top rope now. Looking to fly from up high. Went for the elbow drop, and Axel evaded it. Good maneuverability from Axel. Counter from Christian. Turns him round. Here we go. Kill switch engaged. He got him. Kill switch from Christian. And with 1, 2. Oh, a kick out from Axel at 2. Christian hasn't done just enough yet to secure a spot at King of the Ring. Axel trying to fight back here. Nice lariat there from the former 3-time ECW Tag Team Champion. Kick in the gut. DDT attempt. Good counter from Christian at the last moment there. And in fact, that was a great counter from Christian at the last moment. Got himself out of it. Reverse DDT again. Christian, one of the most unlucky talents in this universe, has captured so much gold but has never held the world title. But I'll tell you what he could be getting right here, and it's a chance at King of the Ring because he loads it up again. The kill switch strikes once more. Christian covers Axel, and with 2, 3 is now going to King of the Ring. He wants one more shot. He wants one more chance. Well, he can make it happen. Christian goes to King of the Ring and hopes to join the names of Tyler Breeze and Kenny Omega, guys who have seen tremendous success from that event, and hopes that maybe, just maybe, there is one last run in him, one last chance for glory for the former United States and Intercontinental Champion. Christian, your winner, and I bet he's looking at this opportunity and thinking, if this one probably will be his last. There's your winner, Christian. Time to move on here, though, to our next contest on Monday Night Raw. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to this one. Could be the match of the night, all things considered. Sami Zayn against the Velveteen Dream. Here we go. This is what I want to see. This is what I think we'd all enjoy seeing. Sami Zayn versus Velveteen Dream. Yes, please. This is the good stuff. This is the good action. And we are ready to go with it as well. Zayn accompanied out by Cesaro. These two guys, the alliance that they've formed over these last few weeks has continued on past Battleground, which is very interesting to see. I smell a whiff of a tag team on the horizon, and if that is the case, then wow, two former world champions joining the fray. That is certainly something for every tag team to keep an eye out for, especially, of course, the tag team champions themselves. Zayn and Cesaro by each other's side once again. Zayn ready to go in action against the Velveteen Dream. This is a great contest, not only for Zayn, but for the Dream as well. And of course, you heard the official word, the Dream is a member of the Monday Night Raw roster. We heard it from the mouth of the general manager himself last week. And now here tonight, we get to see the Dream in action once again. And this one I am very much looking forward to. I know this is going to be a good one. Zayn isn't a guy who gives in that easy, and Dream is always the guy who looks for that big win. Dream is always the guy who looks to go above and beyond and achieve victory in whatever way that he can. And there he is. The Velveteen Dream ready for another match here on Monday Night Raw. Bobby Lashley and Cassius Ohno, his victory so far since joining this brand. And now looking to add a big name in Sami Zayn to the list. And that one could go a very, very interesting way indeed. If it is a victory for Dream, whoa, what a win it is for him as well. If it's a win for Zayn, then yeah, definitely going to be a huge win for Zayn as well. There's no doubt about that one. Very entertained to see how this one could go, because even though Dream is a guy who's only lost twice, this is a match that can go either way. This is one that can really, it's a flip of a coin, because you can never count out what Zayn can do in this ring. You can never pass it by, you can never gloss over it. Sami Zayn is dangerous in this ring in ways that you are just never prepared for his resiliency. You are never prepared for the heart of Sami Zayn. And I think we're going to be seeing that here tonight. And I think it's something the Velveteen Dream is going to have to experience in order to achieve victory. The focus of this brand right now may well be on the match next week between Tanahashi and Reigns, but that does not mean that we can't enjoy stuff like this, stuff like the Dream and Zayn in action. Two incredibly talented athletes competing against one another. We can absolutely enjoy something like that, as we shall as well. Zayn stands on the outside, ready to go. Dream feeling pretty confident in the ring. And that confidence lead him to victory once again, though. Can the ego of the Dream take him to the promised, fabled land of a win? We will find out. Sami Zayn ready, Velveteen Dream is ready. Here we go between these two guys. Zayn, of course, a former WWE champion. Yet to hold any gold since arriving to Monday Night Raw. Has held gold on SmackDown with the WWE title and ECW as the television champion. Can he make something happen here for him on Monday Night Raw? Maybe the duo with Cesaro is what he needs to turn him into that Triple Crown champion. But Sami Zayn would absolutely love to be. Counter there by Dream, pushes him away, ducks under as well. Zayn, oh, good counter there from Zayn. Veteran-like instincts from Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, the older of the two. Dream still in his relatively early 20s, about to be mid-20s, and a huge big boot rocks Zayn. He rolls out of the ring to recover briefly, and look at the confidence there from the Velveteen Dream. I don't know what Cesaro was doing there. I don't know if he was trying to mock the Dream or not, but that just happened. So continuing on right now, though, Sami Zayn in with another counter. Oh, pop-up drop kick there by Zayn. Pulls it off with ease. Dream, I don't think, was prepared for a move quite like that one, and Zayn has used it now to launch him into control in this contest. Good, solid suplex there, and a trip to the top rope now going to come the way of Sami Zayn. Dream going up to his feet. Zayn going to fly down with a chop on the head. Simple but effective. Dream caught out by it. Cover made here by Zayn. Kick out at 1. Right back up to his feet is the Velveteen Dream. Sami Zayn would like to be the second guy ever to successfully defeat the Velveteen Dream. The first one and the only one being Tyler Bate, having done it twice before. Smacks him, turns him round there. German suplex by Zayn. Nicely hit. Cover by Zayn here. Trying to put him away. Kick out at 1 there by the Dream. Zayn hitting a lot of hard moves right now, but the Velveteen Dream just kind of shrugging them off for the most part and not really getting affected by a lot of them. Says a lot about the resiliency of the Velveteen Dream as well. On the ropes now is Sami Zayn. Oh, Zayn read that incoming, was able to counter it. Off the ropes he goes. There is a springboard drop kick. Beautifully struck on Dream. And Zayn, though, cannot capitalize. Good counter from the Velveteen Dream again. Great counter from Zayn with that stun gun. Suplex driver here by Zayn. Nicely done into the cover. Has he done enough to put away the Dream? He still hasn't even secured a 2 count in this contest. Dragon Dream. Oh! Drag Dream away there, but the Dream had it red. Quick shot. And a weak elbow there by Zayn. Velveteen Dream just shrugging it off. And then flinging him away. Sami Zayn in a bit of trouble right now. This is not where he wants to be. Death Valley driver from the Dream. He covers Zayn. Has he put him away here? There's 2. And oh, Zayn gets the shoulder up at 2. Dream thought he had him beaten, but it was not the case. In the turnbuckle we go. Good counter by Zayn. Puts him up on his shoulder. Michinoku driver from Zayn. Twisted a little bit in midair as well, I think, to set him up for a big move here. Zayn calling Dream up to his feet, but the Dream isn't responding. Zayn will try to fly. Oh, Dream was playing possum. The Dream was playing possum there, but Zayn still isn't giving in. Although Dream is trying to control the arm right now, but to no avail. Good counter there by Sami Zayn. Fought his way out of it. Tilt-a-whirl, small package, great cover here by Zayn. Is it enough to cause the upset again? Not a 2 count in sight for Sami Zayn. Oh, maybe now there will be. Blue Thunderbomb by Zayn. Doesn't go for the cover though. Maybe he feels as if he has this one though lined up. Looking for the move, the tapped out Shelton Benjamin. A battleground, the Koji clutch is locked in. Will the Dream tap out for the very first time? Koji clutch applied. Dream not near the ropes, but Dream able to fight out of it. Hard elbow there by the Velveteen Dream. And both guys still in this one. Look at that standing sunset flip by Sami Zayn. Thing of beauty. Try to turn around the Dream, got countered. Hard DDT in the face. Dream now. Suplex, maybe jackhammer, has him up. Good counter from Zayn. Hard chop again to the Dream. And now just striking away at the face of the Velveteen Dream. Turns him round here. Half-hatch suplex. Nicely done there by Zayn. He'll go up high. He'll go up high. Might he have done enough to put away the Dream? There's a splash from Zayn. Goes into the cover. Is this it? Is it victory? It is not. Dream kicks out again at 2, and Zayn's starting to get frustrated now that he hasn't put away the Dream. Big chop in the chest from the Velveteen Dream. He calls this the Rainmaker DDT. And what a DDT it is, but what a kick out by Zayn. Dream, though, lifts him up to his feet. Is it another Death Valley driver? No, he takes him to the turnbuckle. Oh, wait a minute, from the turnbuckle, Dream. Death Valley driver plants him in the middle of the ring. A trip to the top rope could be all that leaves Dream with victory. Go for it, Dream. And he is. Dream going to look for perhaps his biggest win of his career so far against the former WWE champion, Purple Rainmaker. The elbow flush across the chest of Zayn. The cover is made. 1, 2. Oh my! Cesaro pulling the referee out of the ring. Cesaro yanking the ref out of the ring there. And all that's left, Dream with, is another trip to the top. And another Purple Rainmaker to Zayn. Cesaro's desperate attempts to help his partner may have all been for nothing, because the Dream has won again. An attempt to save his partner turned into a definitive win for the Dream. Back-to-back Purple Rainmakers, and your winner is the Velveteen Dream. On this episode of Monday Night Raw, Zayn fought, Zayn tried, but it was not enough to conquer the Dream. Still undefeated on Monday Night Raw, and now with perhaps the biggest win of his career under his belt. A former WWE champion beaten by the Dream. A huge win, and he hasn't finished yet. And there is a microphone for the Velveteen Dream, ready to rub in the victory for the second week in a row, as Cesaro helps Sami Zayn up the ramp. And Dream happy to rub in the victory, saying that he's done it again. Another week, another win for him. And it will be no different next week, the week after that, or the week after that. People will just have to get used to it, because as long as Dream is around, he will be undefeated. So who's next? Well, why don't we find out next week on Monday Night Raw. A very cocky Velveteen Dream, that's for certain. And well, in a way, he has every reason to. He just beat a former WWE champion pretty convincingly. The Dream on top of his own ego. Where will it lead him, though? Well, it seems we could be in for a weekly occurrence of another day, another Dream victory. See how long that goes on for, I guess. But nevertheless, it's time for a tag team rematch from maybe 2 months ago now, I believe. About a month and a half ago at the very least, between TM61 and American Alpha. You may remember that American Alpha, after losing their tag team titles to the Authors of Pain, looked to do battle against these two to try and bounce back. But it was a huge win for TM61 that they sustained. However, they did not become the number one contenders to the tag team titles. That was won by the Revival. Just shy of Battleground, but TM61 still surging as the reformation of a lot of tag teams take place. Last week we saw the Ascension picking up a win over Heavy Machinery. And now for the first time since that loss to TM61, we see American Alpha in action again. They've tried going for single success. It has gone much better for Chad Gable than what it has Jason Jordan. Gable's had more success in terms of in-ring matches, and of course, he's got a ticket to King of the Ring loaded up for him, and it could be a great opportunity for Gable there in, I don't actually know the official thing for I actually don't know the official date of King of the Ring yet. Somewhere around March. I'll just say that. Hopefully we'll have it revealed for you after, what's it called? Extreme Rules, that's the one. Wow. I'm on top of my game today, can't you tell? Chad Gable and Jason Jordan are ready to go to the ring, the former World Tag Team Champions. Gable may have King of the Ring to look forward to, but at the same time he also has the potentiality of winning back those tag team titles over the Authors of Pain. The Revival have failed to do it, and I wonder who can. I do genuinely wonder who can do it. I don't know. Right now, I actually don't know in this division. Because even Cesaro and Zayn are a little bit flaky right now, but that's early days of a tag team. However, what we could be seeing is another win here for TM61 over American Alpha. And what would that say about Gable and Jordan as a tag team? What would that say about how they've slipped almost? It's TM61's slogan, you know, their old tag team name, the Mighty Don't Kneel. Well, the Mighty that is American Alpha might have faltered if they pick up another loss here this evening. Chad Gable sweeping the leg away. This is all about Gable as well, picking up some much-needed wins, some much-needed momentum to get him towards King of the Ring, of course. He knows he's going there. He knows Christian will be joining him. We know that event is taking place. We've just got to figure out when. Just got to make a set date for it after Extreme Rules and before WrestleMania. So we have about, like, 6 weeks to work in. We should be good. Here we go, duck under here. Oh, look at this. American Alpha back with some signature offense there on Nick Miller. Jason Jordan, the legal man in this one now. Back to the singlet, it seems, when wrestling for American Alpha. And it looks good on him as well, has to be said. Another belly-to-belly suplex here, just breaking out all the suplexes he can. Miller in a lot of trouble in the early goings in this matchup here. TM61 are being... Well, I say TM61. Nick Miller is effectively just getting beaten down right now relatively easily. Good counter there by Nick Miller, though. Will the much-needed tag be made into Shane Thorne? Looks like it will at the expense of the referee. Shane Thorne, the legal man in this one. This looks like it could be good. Back suplex, tope over the ropes. Very nicely done indeed between the two men. Counter there by Jason Jordan, and another belly-to-belly will be broken out. Jason Jordan seems to have gone to the school of Scott Steiner to learn all these perfect belly-to-belly suplexes. In the turnbuckle we go now. Tag made. Chad Gable, the legal man in this one once again. Double Irish whip. Double arm drag as well. Lovely, or hip toss, whichever one that one is. Chad Gable, the legal man in this one now. Shane Thorne with a nice drop kick. And a heavy kick in the back as well. TM61, I believe, are yet to challenge for the tag team title since arriving to Monday Night Raw. But they have come close more than once. Just before Battleground being their latest venture to seeing how close they can get. Maybe one day. There's a hopefulness for them, especially when they wrestle at the style they do and the way they're able to counter as well. What a counter that was by Shane Thorne. Wouldn't agree with this method, though, by Shane Thorne. A submission hold on Gable might not be the smartest idea, given the fact that we've seen Gable get a good number of wins with that double underhook suplex into the armbar. Escapes the hold. And gets off the shoulders of Shane Thorne as well, with a very nice escape there with that fireman's carry. Gable fired up right now. Not staying down for too long. Is he going to make another tag in here? Yes, he is. Jason Jordan tagged back in. And they will repeat the same move again, just to show how well they can execute it. Very nicely done. Very nicely done indeed by American Alpha. Shoulder tackle in the turnbuckle. Great evasion by Shane Thorne. Great evasion indeed. Could he be looking? Oh, that is solid tag team offense there from TM61. The Mighty working well with one another there. And that may have frustrated Jason Jordan a little bit. And on the outside now, he's getting worked over, sent into the little turnbuckle rungs you see there, the things that support him to the ring pole. And Jordan responding with a heavy German suplex. Miller wants the tag in, and he's going to get the tag in here. Nick Miller, the legal man. Collision between the two. Dropkick attempt. Countered. And Jason Jordan not even going to give him the chance to recover. Big suplex. American Alpha, are they firing on all cylinders right now? Well, they seem to be doing pretty good so far. There's the shoulder tackle from Jordan. Will it lead into the belly-to-belly suplex? You know it will. Another belly-to-belly in this match from Jason Jordan. And what will we see in the turnbuckle? Tag made into Gable. I was hoping for grand amplitude. It's not looking like it, but it is looking like a very interesting tag team move. Working over the arm, working over the leg there. My apologies. I almost said that was the arm. Wow. of Nick Miller as Shane Thorne tries to recover on the outside here. Chad Gable trying to take control in this contest. Miller doing his very best to deny it. Belly to belly again. That is a nice one there. I do enjoy watching these belly to bellies, I must be honest. In the turnbuckle we go. Is there going to be another tag in this one? Shane Thorne getting in the ring here, but oh, for no reason, Gable does miss the splash in the turnbuckle though. TM61 being very, well, they're persevering an awful lot. That's the easy way to put it. Knee in the head there by Gable. Snap suplex attempt, and he will connect with it. Miller immediately trying to crawl into Shane Thorne to try and get the tag into him there. Not going to happen. Has the arm. Oh, never mind. Good counter from Miller there. Simple but effective. Counter by Gable as well in response right now. These two guys really countering each other an awful lot. Flying forearm there. And again, Miller pulls out another counter here. TM61 and American Alpha. This says a lot about the growth of TM61 as of late, because they are growing exponentially to be able to pull off something like this. But I don't know, I'm not sure how much longer they can carry on, because here comes the O'Connor roll. German suplex from Gable. The bridge. Thorne is right there to break it up. Thorne right there to break it up and to take Gable down. Thorne trying to attack Gable, but there to the save is Jason Jordan. Jordan to the save. Shane Thorne sent to the outside. Tag made it to Jason Jordan. Gable had the chance to win it. Stopped by Shane Thorne and not finished by Jason Jordan. He might have been looking for his back suplex neck breaker, but he got denied. Look at how Miller just keeps on countering here in an effective 2-on-1 situation. He keeps on fighting, keeps on trying. There to be a window of opportunity. Taking him to the turnbuckle, but no one's there. Shoulder tackle, and down he goes again. TM61 have improved an awful lot, and we're seeing that by the way in which they're hanging with American Alpha. But I don't think they're going to be hanging for much longer, because there's the belly to belly. And Jason Jordan believes it's enough. Shane Thorne not able to make it to the ring this time, but a kick at it too by Miller says that things aren't over yet. They're trying. Miller is persevering single-handedly for TM61 right now. Brought in, countered, kick in the gut, turns him round. And here we go. The back suplex into the neck breaker. This time he got it. Miller still in to break it up though. How did he do it more than once? I won't know. That should have ended things right there. Shane Thorne persevering through everything, it seems, to try and save TM61. Elbow in the face there by Nick Miller. Thorne wants the tag in here, and there's every reason why you should get it. What a competitive tag team matchup this has become. Shane Thorne looking to hit big here. Looking to try and grant victory. Oh, was looking for the lariat to the back of the head, and he got counted. But he continues to counter Jason Jordan here. The outside he goes to, oh, pull the amateur wrestler from his legs there. Shane Thorne's definitely been wrestling in a little bit more of a disrespectful style in this matchup, it has to be said. I do wonder why, but we might not be wondering much longer. There's the shoulder tackle. Third time in this contest. Jordan will strike with it. Up and over he goes. And now can Jordan finally look to end things for American Alpha? Not if Thorne's going to keep on countering him like that. TM61 just proving how resilient they are. Gable wanting the tag in. They're unable to get it. But Jordan replying with some hard strikes to the face right there. Surely he's got it in him now to end things. Back suplex. There's the neck breaker. And maybe things can be ended. Miller doesn't have it in him to make the save. And Thorne doesn't have it in him to kick out. American Alpha are your winners. It took a lot of persevering. It took a lot of heart. But they did it. American Alpha win. And as they celebrate on the outside, look at this in the ring by TM61. Miller arguing with Thorne here. Miller displeased with the performance by Shane Thorne, it seems. And I am surprised to see that. Why? Thorn, I would argue, carried TM6-1 in this. He gave so much heart, so much loyalty in this contest, and now Miller walking out on him there. Why? I'm not too certain, but that certainly is a question that I would like to have answered. Nevertheless, it is time. We've got to move on here to our next contest of the evening. Mandy Rose versus Gail Kim up next. Alright, well, this one could definitely go one or two ways as well. Mandy Rose going to head towards the ring for this one. Rose, who has been, you know, for the most part, when she's singles action, she does pretty damn well for herself, it has to be said. But how will she cope against the veteran of the industry, basically, the veteran of the women's division in Gail Kim? Talks about how when Gail Kim lost to Asuka, about how her days might be whittling down, how much longer it could be until she retires, and well, I think Mandy Rose might smell blood in the water, essentially, might smell an opportunity to jump on right then and there in order to give her a big win, in order to give her something that can get her right into the what's the word I'm looking for here? The top echelon, essentially. To get her up there into a talking point with the likes of Kairi Sane, Rosemary, Ronda Rousey even. And of course the women's champion herself, Asuka. Sonya Deville at ringside for her, and this would be a huge win for Mandy Rose if she could obtain it. But I know that Gail Kim, whittling down to her last few days or not, or weeks or whatever it is, she's never going to not fight. That's for certain. She's never going to not give up. She will always do her very best to secure the victory. She will always try to get the win when necessary. And here she comes towards the ring. Last time we saw her, of course, she did lose to Asuka, but now here tonight, she's ready to go. She's ready to try and bounce back from that loss and turn it into a necessary victory for her. Mandy Rose, as I said, she will try and smell blood in the water. She will try and smell an opportunity to pounce on. And every reason to as well, because Gail Kim's on a losing streak. Kairi Sane, Asuka, those are the two losses I can think of as of late. Yes, they're perhaps two of the biggest names, or if not the two biggest names on the women's roster right now. But still, they're two losses, and truth be told, I actually don't remember the last time Gail Kim won a match. Which is kind of sad to think about, but that is the way things go. Here we go, though. Mandy Rose against Gail Kim, ready to go here, one-on-one between these two women. Let's see what kind of an impact Sonya Deville can make at ringside as well. Conlembo tie-up, not going to happen. Mandy Rose putting her front face lock right from the get-go there, and Kim gets counted hard. Mandy Rose coming out aggressive here in this one. And Gail Kim feeling the full receipt of it. Irish ripped first into one turnbuckle and then heavily into the other. Stumbling out of it she comes. DDT from Mandy Rose. Planting Gail Kim in the mat in the early goings of this contest. Went for the kick to the gut there. Good counter by Gail Kim. Big knee in the face right there. Trying to see what these two women can do right now. And Mandy Rose just all over Gail Kim. There's no denying it. Kim is in trouble here in the early goings of this matchup. Definitely got caught out by Mandy Rose. However, lovely spine buster. Planted her with it. Goes into the cover early on. Mandy Rose kicking out right away. Whether or not that was down to the ref taking too long to get into the count, I'm not too certain. Back elbow there. Try to slam her. Mandy Rose able to get off her shoulders pretty quickly. STO plants her down. Up to one knee. Gail Kim having to roll out of the way. Oh, drop kicked her knee right from underneath her there. Crucifix. Crucifix struck indeed. Cover made here. Mandy Rose, though, kicking away to the ropes. Referee really just having a little bit of a stroll in this contest, apparently. Rose again. Look at how quickly she's countering Gail Kim here. Look at how quickly she is just kind of in control in this contest. How quickly we see Gail Kim just stopped in her tracks. Rose is really smelling the opportunity here. She's really smelling the roses. Pun intended. Discus forearm there, missed by a long shot. And a flying forearm in the corner there by Mandy Rose is the receipt for Gail Kim. Oh, what a move! What a move from Mandy Rose there to Gail Kim. And already, she could be looking to finish off Gail Kim. She could be looking to plant her down. bed of roses. She got all of it. No ropes to save Gail Kim. There's 2. There's 3. A huge win for Mandy Rose, and a dominant one at that. Gail Kim was never in this match. Never in it for 1 second. Mandy Rose, your dominant winner here. And Kim, oh, look at this. It hasn't ended for Rose. She wants to get her message across. She wants to get across that she deserves to be towards the top of the women's division. And she's using Gail Kim to send that message. Vicious stomps to Kim. Mandy Rose standing tall over her and awfully proud of the job she did as well. A huge win for Rose and a statement sent on top of it. That is for certain. And I wonder what the women's division and the Raw general manager himself will make of it. We have to move on to our main event of the evening though. Here we go indeed. Hirooki Goto, Hiroshi Tanahashi up next. Take it all in, because this is what a great main event feels like. This is what we're here for. This is what we come to enjoy. Top class, top tier main events between 2 top talents on Monday Night Raw. Hirooki Goto heading towards the ring. First time we've seen him since Battleground. Same for Tanahashi. Goto, what's the way I can put it? It was, I don't know, it felt like Goto just didn't have it in him. He didn't have that drive to become the world champion. He didn't have that final force. And it might have been because he never hit GTR, but it also never looked like he was trying for GTR. I don't know. Goto seemed a bit awestruck to be on the big stage like that. And I am disappointed because I really wanted Goto to win. But, you know, I still think that there is plenty of time for Goto to turn things around. Still very young indeed in his career in this universe. Hasn't even made it to a year. Already a US champion. I do still see big things on the horizon for Hirooki Goto. No doubt about it. Whether or not that revolves around the US title again, whether or not that revolves around the world title, I don't know, truth be told. What I do know is that Goto has a big match here that he can't slip. He can't let it slip. He is, you know, he's taking on the ace. He's taking on a guy who he did team with a few weeks back, 2 weeks back. But nevertheless, that's gone. They're opponents now. Goto, of course, still has great things having come from this year already, though. You know, despite the world title loss, 4 eliminations in the Royal Rumble, the second most eliminations in the Rumble. He eliminated over, think about it, he eliminated over 10% of the participants. That's a lot when you think about the fact that there were 30 men. When you think about that, and Hirooki Goto eliminated a 10th of them, that is pretty impressive. It is. But also impressive is this man every single week. Hiroshi Tanahashi heading towards the ring here. Next week, him and Roman Reigns do battle in their 2 out of 3 falls match. The winner, of course, gets to go to WrestleMania. The winner gets the opportunity to face Marty Scurll for the World Heavyweight title. We saw Reigns beating the 5-time world champion CM Punk in last week's main event. Now it's Tanahashi's turn. What can the ace of the universe do in this one? The once-in-a-century talent do against Goto. I'm not too certain if these two have ever met before in this universe. This could be their first one-on-one encounter. I'm not 100% certain on it. But I gotta imagine there is a side of Tanahashi that is now more fired up than before. And that is purely down to the draw at Battleground. And I think it's also down to the fact, if you go back and you look at Battleground, Tanahashi was beaten. The only reason that was a draw is because Reigns didn't beat the count. Not because Tanahashi didn't beat the count. Tanahashi was down. He was out. He was done for. There was no way he was going to make it back in. The only reason it's not Roman Reigns versus Marty Scurll is because Reigns couldn't get up to his feet quick enough and couldn't make it back in the ring to beat the count. That's the only reason. Reigns had Tanahashi beat. And I say that as someone who's a huge Tanahashi fan. He had him beat. And Tanahashi knows that next week, in that 2 out of 3 falls match, he's got to beat Reigns definitively. He's got to beat him twice to go to the main event, not the main event, sorry, to go to WrestleMania to face Marty Scurll for that world title. And of course, this could all be for nothing. It could well be the main event because, as we saw from Guilty as Charged, Adam Cole held on to his to his Royal Rumble contract. He still holds on to it. So for all we know, for the second year in a row at WrestleMania, it could be a triple threat match for the world title. Skull, Cole, and Tanahashi. We don't know what he's doing with that belt. But Monday Night Raw is not waiting around to... Sorry, not with that belt, with that opportunity. But what we do know is that Monday Night Raw isn't waiting around for it. They are jumping on the opportunity. They are going for it right now. They realize that there is a huge chance in front of them. They realize that they have to make the match regardless. They're not going to wait around for a guy on ECW to make up his mind, then decide he's going elsewhere. Why would they bother with that? So I think we could be in for a singles match. We could be in for a triple threat match. We seriously don't know which way it's going to go for Adam Cole. But what we do know is there has to be a winner next week between Tanahashi and Roman Reigns. And Tanahashi right now using moves from his old rivals. Styles clash there. Cover. But to no avail. Unable to put him away. Lifting him up to his feet here. Goto had an aggressive start, but Tanahashi starting to slow things down now. Starting to go the way the ace wants it to go. But Goto in his aggressiveness able to fight back right there. We saw how tough Punk was last week. How hard it was to keep him down. How hard Reigns had to work to finish off the self-proclaimed best in the world. Will Tanahashi have to do the same with Goto, or will Goto pick up a huge shocking win? And I say shocking based on the terms of the main guys of Raw right now in this current frame over these next few weeks are Tanahashi, Reigns, and Skull. Those are the three big names around here right now. And if Goto picked up a win over one of them, that's instrumental for his future. Goto looking for someone from behind there. Tanahashi counters him, turns it around. Goto able to counter him again. Yeah, this is what these guys are able to do. Counter each other all day long, essentially. Tanahashi turning him round. This time, straight jacket, German suplex. Look at that bridge from Tanahashi as well. Look at how high he had the body of Goto up in the air as he held it as well. Beautiful. Let's see what he's going to do here. Cross-legged suplex driver. Beautifully done from Tanahashi. Goes into the cover again. Picked out early from Goto. But Tanahashi definitely in the lead of this match right now. And here we go for the first time. Out comes the Dragon Screw. Lovely Dragon Screw as well. But look at that counter from Goto. Trying to fire up the ace right there with that slap in the face. Hip toss and Goto. Goto, is he looking for GTR? Is he looking for Shoutin' Kai? What's Goto going to look for here? He's going to look for Shoutin' Kai. Goto in. Shoutin' Kai. Counted for the ace. Sling Blade. And Tanahashi could look to close things out right now. Goto down and maybe out. High fly flow. And that could end things for Goto right now. There's two. There's a kick out. Tanahashi hasn't done it yet. Goto still in this one and immediately fighting back. Kick to the leg of Tanahashi. Into the turnbuckle goes the ace. Lariat right into the back of the neck. And Goto now. This is quite unlike Goto. He goes up high and he's calling Tanahashi to his feet. What could we see? Goto, lovely chop. Look at that. Just so much force put down on it. A heavy hit for Tanahashi to endure, as are all of these shots. Goto now has turned things around and he's the one in control. Good suplex. Tanahashi's been in this predicament a lot of times, though. He knows how to get out of them. He knows how to fight out of it. He knows what he's doing to win. Goto has to try and bring something else to the table. Remember, Tanahashi hasn't lost. He hasn't been pinned or submitted since arriving to Monday Night Raw back in August, the end of August. Tanahashi has not lost since then in a manner in which he was the deciding factor. Yes, he didn't win the world title at Armageddon, but that doesn't change the fact that he hasn't been pinned or submitted, because it was Reigns who was pinned in that triple threat match. Look at this now. Tanahashi has the leg. You know what's coming. Dragon Screw. No way Tanahashi was going to miss out on a good dragon screw right there. He's going to look for another Styles Clash. He most certainly will. Tanahashi now starting to play his best hits. Goes up to the second turnbuckle here. Could we see that cannibal sent on? No, because Goto moves out of the way. Goto evades, and Goto, Hiroshi. He got all of it. Goto got all of it. Tanahashi right up to his feet, countering it though. Dragon suplex from the ace. Cover made. Goto is still in it though. That was insane. Just almost shrugging off the Hiroshi. And now Tanahashi trying to outstrike Goto, who makes him pay for it. Heavy forearm of his has Tanahashi up against the ropes now. And a big hip toss sends him up and over. Here we go. This could be the move. This could be the move to end it. He'll look for the GTR. Tanahashi will stop him in his tracks. GTR countered. Straight jacket German from Tanahashi. And what else does he have up his sleeve now? The ace. What a contest this has been. Both guys swing to one another. Goto with a heavy headbutt. And Goto now getting incredibly aggressive with his hits. Trying everything in his power to put away Tanahashi. Cover made, and the ace is still kicking out early. Oh, Tana evaded. Tana evaded Goto. Looking for a reverse suplex maybe. Goto had him red. Suplex of his own, and Tanahashi retorting to rolling out of the ring. Oh my, are you kidding me? Goto from all the way up high. Tanahashi runs into the ring. Goto crashes and burns. Why bother trying to go for a big counter when he can play it safe and at the same time play it smart? Tanahashi now showing his aggression on the outside. Sending Goto into the steps there. He has Goto now in his clutches. Tanahashi holding on to Goto. Is he going to send him back in the ring? Yes, he is. Drapes him under that bottom rope, though. Tanahashi, what could... Oh my good... Are you kidding me? No way. Wait. Oh, twist and shout on the outside. Twist and shout onto the thin padding from Tanahashi. What an aggressive move from the ace. Flying forearm connects as well. Tanahashi puts Goto in position. That twist and shout probably ended Goto right then and there. Tanahashi, high, fly, flow. 1, 2, 3. Tanahashi wins. And could that twist and shout on the outside lead him to a second fall over Roman Reigns next week and lead him to WrestleMania, lead him to the villain? It's all to play for between Reigns and Tanahashi next week. 2 out of 3 falls, and as Tanahashi celebrates, look who's making his way down the ramp. Roman Reigns is heading right towards the ring here, ahead of their big meeting next week, ahead of their 2 out of 3 falls match. Reigns heading right towards the ring right now to stare down with Tanahashi, and the Ace has noticed it. And the stare down has commenced between these two men. Next week, everything is on the line for them. WrestleMania is the grand prize. Only one goes to it. Reigns seems confident. Tanahashi keeping a close eye on Roman Reigns. He's not budging. But next week, these guys will have to sacrifice everything to go to WrestleMania.